Hey, book friends, welcome back. And if you are new to my channel, welcome. Thank you for watching Tracy's Open Book. So, hey, friends, hey. Today we are going to find out what my February TBR is. If you watched my last video, I had you, the peoples I love, to pick my February TBR. If you missed that video, go on to my other videos and you will see the choices that were made by the people. All right. And so today I wanted to share those books with you. This is Black History Month. And so I wanted to, of course, celebrate our Black authors this month. So I will be reading only books by Black authors. That's the plan. That's the plan, that I will be reading Black books by Black authors. And so we have those books here, but before I share them with you, go ahead and click that little like button. Click that little like button. Yes, I will be so forever grateful. Thank you kindly. All right. So the first book that I have here, and I actually already started reading this book, is The House of Eve by Sadiqa Johnson. You know, this is not the wrap up, so I'm going to keep all comments to myself. But what I will do is read the synopsis to all of these books. That way we will get it right what all these books are about. All right. And so this one says, in the 1950s, Philadelphia, 15-year-old Ruby Purcell is on track to become the first in her family to attend college. In spite of having a mother more interested in keeping a man than raising a daughter, my Lord, but a taboo love affair threatens to pull Ruby back down into the poverty and desperation that has been passed on to her like a birthright. Sounds good to me. Eleanor Quarles arrives in Washington, D.C. with ambition and secrets, okay? When she meets the handsome William Pride at Howard University, they fall madly in love. But William hails from one of D.C.'s elite, wealthy Black families. And his parents don't let just anyone into their fold. Imagine that. Eleanor hopes that a baby will make her finally feel at home in the Williams family and grant her the life she's been searching for. But having a baby ain't fitting in. It's easier said than done, okay? With their stories colliding in the most unexpected ways, Ruby and Eleanor will both make decisions that shape the trajectory of their lives. Who said this not gonna be good? Yes, it's gonna be good. And I'm telling you, I just started reading this book last night and have not been able to put it down. Now, of course, I had to put it down because I had to go to bed, child. But I'm telling you, it's that kind of book. Can't wait to share it with you. The next book that was chosen was The Bookshop Sisterhood by Michelle Lindu Rice. And that's this book right here. Woo! This is going to be good too. I feel like this is going to be good. This is the first time I've read any books by this author, so I'm super excited. You know, guys, I'm really excited about picking books that I'm not hearing a whole lot about. And so, you know, I'll be that one. I'll be that black sheep child. I will be the one. So this one says, when life rewrites the story, only friendship will see them through. After years of hard work, 4 best friends, Celeste, Yasmin, Tony, and Leslie, are finally on the verge of opening the bookstore of their dreams. A place where their community can find solace with an intriguing new read and comforting beverage and book-loving friends. Sound like someplace I want to be. But before they can cut the ribbon, their worlds are undependent. Now, it just wouldn't be a book, would it? Tony receives devastating news just months before her wedding, while Celeste's struggling marriage threatens to collapse completely. Leslie learns a shocking secret about her family, and lotto ticket changes Yasmin's life, but not for the better. As the bookstore's grand opening fast approaches, the four women must lean on each other now more than ever to navigate their grief and uncertainty. And together, they'll learn that sometimes, even if life's most unexpected plot twists can lead to two beautiful new beginnings. Oh, this sounds like it's going to be so good. I can't wait to share it with you all. The next book that was picked was Black Girls Must Die Exhausted by Jane Allen. Now, once again, I don't know anything about this author, but she pretty. And if you go on my other video, I believe on most of these books, I actually, put up a picture of these authors. I don't know that I will on this video, but yeah, go check them out. All right. So a young Black woman must rely on courage, laughter, and love, and the support of her two longtime friends to overcome an unexpected setback that threatens the most precious thing she ever wanted. Tabitha Walker is a Black woman with a plan to have it all. Don't we all, honey? At 33, the checklist for the life of her dreams is well underway. Education, check. Good job, check. Down payment on a nice house, check. Dating, marriage material, okay? Check, 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 and check. With a coveted position as a local news reporter, a paper-perfect boyfriend, and even a standing Saturday morning appointment with a reliable hairstylist, everything seems to be falling into place. Gotta get the hair done, right? Then Tabby receives an unexpected diagnosis that brings her picture-perfect life crashing down, jeopardizing the dream she took for granted. Having children. Suddenly, she is faced with an impossible choice between her career, her dream home, and a family of her own. With the help of her best friends, the irreverent and headstrong Layla and Alexis, the mom jeans wearing former sexy Lexi, and the generational wisdom of her grandmother and her firebrand friend, Miss Gretchen, Tabby explores the reaches of modern medicine and tests the limits of her relationships, hoping to salvage the future she always dreamed of. But the fight is all-consuming, demanding a steep price that forces a reckoning for nearly everyone in her life. As Tabby soon learns, her grandmother's age-old adage just might still be true. Black girls must die exhausted. This sounds like it's going to be good, y'all. I don't care. I think this was I heard some different things on Goodreads, but look, I'm going to read the book and I'm going to determine how I feel about it. Is that all right? It's all right. The next book that you all chose was The Banned Bookshop of Maggie Banks. Why am I having a hard time talking? Maybe I need to slow it down a little bit. All right. The Banned Bookshop of Maggie Banks by Shauna Robinson. All right. I, Maggie Banks, solemnly swear to uphold the rules of Cobblestone Books. If only I, Maggie Banks, cared about following the rules. When Maggie Banks arrives in Belle River to run her best friend's struggling bookstore, she expects to sell bestsellers to her small town clientele. But running a bookstore in a town with a famously bookish history isn't easy. Belle River's literary society insists on keeping the bookstore stuck in the past, and Maggie is banned from selling anything written this century. So when a series of mishaps suddenly tip the bookstore toward ruin, Maggie will have to get creative to keep the shop afloat. Well, you go, girl. In Maggie's world, book rules are made to be broken. Okay? To help save the store, Maggie starts an underground book club, running a series of events celebrating the book readers actually love. But keeping the club quiet, selling forbidden books, and dodging the literary society is nearly impossible, especially when Maggie unearths a town secret that could upend everything. Maggie will have to decide what's more important, the books that formed a small town's history or the stories poised to change it all. Well, we know what it's going to be. This is going to be good. This is going to be good, guys. The next book that I have is The Davenports by Crystal Marquise. I hope I'm saying her name right. She do deserve that much respect. But if I'm not, forgive me. All right. And this, of course, I believe is part of, is this, I think it's 2 books to this series, if I'm not mistaken. This is an African-American history. This is a historical book, if I'm not, historical romance of the such, I believe. But here we go. The Davenports are one of the few Black families of immense wealth and status in a changing United States. Owing to William Davenport, a formerly enslaved man who founded the Davenport Carriage Company years ago. Now it's 1910, and the Davenports live surrounded by servants, crystal chandeliers, and endless parties, finding their way and finding love even when they're not supposed to. There is Olivia, the beautiful elder Davenport daughter, ready to do her duty by getting married until she meets the charismatic civil rights leader, Washington DeWitt, and sparks fly. The younger daughter, Helen, is more interested in fixing cars than falling in love, unless it's with her sister's suitor. Amy Rose, the childhood friend, turned maid to the Davenport sisters, dreams of opening her own business and marrying the one man she could never be with, Olivia and Helen's brother John. Woo! But Olivia's best friend Ruby also has her sights set on John Davenport, though she can't seem to keep his interest until family pressure has her scheming to win his heart, just as someone else wins her. Oh, this book sounds like it's going to be something. And I can't wait to read it. I can't wait to read it. The next book that you all chose was Delay Weds Destiny by Tamai Abaro. Let's see. I really love these pages. These have those really funky pages. I don't know what it's called, though. I don't know what it's called. But I like it. I like it. All right. See, this is gonna mess me up because I already see these names that I can't pronounce. So I'm gonna do my best. All right, I'm gonna do my best. Funmi. Okay, we not doing it. How about this? The story of three once inseparable college friends in Nigeria who reunite after 30 years for a lavish wedding in Lagos. A sparkling debut novel about mothers and daughters, culture and class, sex and love, and the extraordinary resilience of female friendship. That was a lot easier than trying to pronounce all these names. All right? Sounds like it's going to be good. Then we have The First Ladies by Marie Benedict and Victoria Christopher Murray. Let me tell you something. I am super duper excited. You know what? I never thunk it, but historical fiction is becoming to be my jam, y'all. I am loving it. I mean, it just made me push romance all the way over there. I'm telling you, I am loving it, and I cannot wait. I can't wait to read this. You know, I'm gonna have to hurry up and wait because I got all these other books. I don't know, but I can't wait. I can't wait. All right, a novel about the extraordinary partnership between First Lady Eleanor Roosevelt and civil rights activist Mary McLeod Bethune. An unlikely friendship that changed the world, from the New York Times bestselling authors of Good Morning America Book Club. All right. The daughter of formerly enslaved parents, Mary McLeod Bethune refuses to back down as white supremacists attempt to thwart her work. She marches on as an activist and an educator, and as her reputation grows, she becomes a celebrity, revered by titans of business and recognized by U.S. presidents. Eleanor Roosevelt herself is awestruck and eager to make her acquaintance. Initially drawn together because of their shared belief in women's rights and the power of education, Mary and Eleanor become fast friends, confiding their secrets, hopes, and dreams, and holding each other's hands through the tragedy and the triumph. When Franklin Delano Roosevelt is elected president, the two women began to collaborate more closely, particularly as Eleanor moves toward her own agenda separate from FDR's in consequence of the devastating discovery of her husband's secret love affair. They always got to mess up, don't they? Eleanor becomes a controversial first lady for her outspokenness, particularly on civil rights. And when she receives threats because of her strong ties to Mary, they only fuel the woman's desire to fight together for justice and equality. Come on, here. This is the story of two different yet equally formidable, passionate, and committed women, and the way in which their singular friendship helped form the foundation for the modern civil rights movement. This gonna be good, y'all. It's gonna be good. Yes, it is. I can't wait. And last but not least, we have Isaac's Song by Daniel Black. Now, once I found out that this book was picked, I decided to go ahead and get the Audible version of his father's stories. So this was it Don't Cry For Me? Yes, I think it was Don't Cry For Me, which was his father's, I believe his father, basically writing letters to him and talking about how he felt about his whole life here. But I can't wait to read this either. Let me see. Isaac is at a crossroads in his young life. Growing up in Missouri, the son of a caustic, hard-driving father, he was conditioned to suppress his artistic pursuits and physical desires. But now in late 80s Chicago, Isaac has finally carved out a life of his own and built up the courage to seek out a community. Yet, just as he begins to embrace who he is, two social catalysts, the AIDS crisis and Rodney King's attack, collectively extinguish his hard-earned joy. At a therapist's encouragement, Isaac begins to write down his story. As he taps into his creative energy, he commences a journey back to his family, his ancestral home in Arkansas, and the inherited trauma of the past. But a surprise discovery will either unlock the truths he's seeking or threaten to derail the life he's fought so hard to claim. Poignant, sweeping, and luminously told, Isaac's Song is a return to the beloved character of Don't You Cry For Me, a high watermark in the career of an award-winning author. It's gonna be good. I'm telling you, I wouldn't have never read this book, but I had heard so much about it, and inquiring minds want to know, okay? Inquiring minds want to know. So those books, my friends, are the books that I have. I did have one book that had pulled over into February, and that was, I guess I'll share this one with you, was the Watching You by Lisa Jewell. And so I will be sharing that in the February wrap-up, even though it was not, supposed to be. All right? but it is. So friends, that is it for today. I can't wait to dive into all of these books. I'm already getting started. Hopefully you all are having a wonderful day at the time that you are watching this video. And until next time, keep being who you are, and that's a star. So keep shining. Bye.